Hello Aries, thank you for joining me today. This is going to be something a little bit different. Usually I do card readings, but today I'm going to do some crystal scrying, and I'm going to test out some new audio. So we'll see how this goes. So, firstly, I'm going to anoint my crystal with violet oil. Which I bought at a shop in Baltimore. It's this little kind of tucked away store. Has a little bit of a fragrance to it. Violet oil is for psychic abilities. You're running along some train tracks. It's summertime. There is like Queen Anne's lace and wildflowers grown up on either side. You're not close enough to the train to get hurt or anything. You have two long braids, brown hair. Down your back, you're about age 10. And you're chasing the train because you like to run alongside the trains as they come through your parents' farmland. You grow wheat and sorghum on your farm. You have some cows, some chickens. It's a pretty big farm. Could be in Kansas. You've had a really good life. Your parents are very loving. Sometimes you get beaten with a switch and you misbehave. It's the 1930s. Right? It's the 1930s in Kansas or Nebraska. No, it had to be before or after that, because that would have been the Great Depression. It's before. Okay. Before and after. You didn't lose the farm. Your father had some wealthy friends who helped him get through the Depression. They didn't lose everything in the stock market because... why? Oil. He knew some oil men. And that was the kind of money that doesn't go away. Trains and oil. And there you are chasing this train. Your mother has this graying hair. She's very thin. Tight curl. Like that short, tight curl hairstyle. She's wearing this blue dress with a flared out collar. Looks more like a 50s style dress. Trying to pinpoint the time a little bit more exactly. Yeah, maybe it's the 1950s. You'd still be 10 in the 1950s in this farmland. Feels like the 30s because it's a really small town, it's a really rural area. And so all these things like TV and the way that like a lot of houses have a lot of electricity, there's very minimal electricity at your house. So it's just like infrastructure is not out there the same way. Bright sun overhead. It's a very hot day. Very hot day. And you're following this train. The boy you like on the train? He's going away to boarding school. And but you're like really happy. You're really happy. Casey Nader, Castaneda. Alright. Yeah, that's all I got. So, a lot of times when I do the crystal scrying, I get more like these scenes, and it's not as much like a it's not as much like this is gonna happen to you, that's gonna happen to you. Basically, yeah, there's this 10-year-old girl with braids chasing this train, and I got something about a boy that she likes, but I don't know if he's on that train or not. Yeah, he's on the train, he's going to boarding school. They lived together for a time in college. It would be the 1960s then. He went off to the big city. Which one? You guys ended up in San Francisco, maybe? I mean, yeah, like San Francisco during the 1960s. It's like the happening place, right? You had been in love with him for a very long time, and he ended up with someone else. You guys were living together, and then he kind of got really distant. and ended up going off with someone else. You're sitting alone in this apartment. Looking out the window. It's like fire escape. Go into the kitchen, make a pot of coffee. Running out of time or something. Get a phone call. It's from this guy. And he's telling you about this woman. And you're like, I don't want to hear about it. I mean, at this point, like, even though you were in love with him when you were much younger, like, you've kind of gotten over it now because of everything that happened. What is this to do with Aries now? What is Aries doing now that this is important? Closure, collection. He's got something that belongs to you. And he's calling to tell you. He's got your heart that belongs to you. He's got like this piece of jewelry. I feel like that belonged to his grandmother. And he gave it to you and now he wants it back so he can give it to this other person. Oh, what a creep. Right? What a creepy thing to do. But normally this guy is really, like, easygoing, pleasant person to be around. A nice kind of a person. Not like, I mean, he's acting scummy in this situation. But he's not normally a scummy person. And he's gonna end up marrying this woman. They're gonna be happy together. And they'll probably get divorced in the 80s because a lot of people did. But like, I'm seeing this for you, Aries, because there's something in your life like that where you need to let go of this person, even though they're not a bad person. They can be kind of scummy sometimes when it comes to relationships. Or like, you know, like maybe less than considerate. But it's because they're trying to do the right thing overall rather than the right thing by one person in particular. Like they're, you know, like he wants the necklace back because he wants to give it to this person, and they're gonna end up being together for a long time. And he kind of knows that. And it would be, you know, like kind of more thoughtful of your feelings if he hadn't asked for it back. But it's not the right thing to do. Like, that's an heirloom piece of jewelry that was from his grandmother. And, you know, like he did love you. He wanted to be with you when you were together. You guys had known each other for a long time. And, like, in that time, it was probably the right thing to give you the necklace. But then when he got older and met this other person, it became apparent to him that he needed to give the necklace to her because of what it meant. And there's going to be an instance in your life, Aries, where I feel like that's going to be very relevant to you. And you're going to have to figure out how to navigate that and how to get closure on that, and to know that it's okay to give the necklace back. Alright, so this is the first time I've done these, and I hope you enjoy them. If you do, let me know. I'm going to be doing these for mid-month readings, and then of course I'm still going to be doing the tarot readings at the top of every month. So thank you for joining me this month, Aries, for the mid-month reading for May 2020, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.